Everyone, and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I'll explain you how the price of silver has moved in the last week and how the price of silver can move in the next week. See, if you look at the chart of silver, what we have seen, there is a continuous upside we have seen in the silver prices. Okay, and if you look at this trend, silver mostly trades in a zone. If you see all this trend, we have seen the price if started going upside, we have seen the price is continuously higher, and we have seen since 2024 the price started rising. Otherwise it was moving in this zone for quite some time. Okay, and if you look at this trend, there is a continuous upside we have seen, and a strong level that you have to understand here is that 39.4. As soon as this price started going high, we have seen there is not stop we have seen in the price of gold and was continuously and silver, and the price was continuously moving upside in the silver. Now if you look at this trend, we have seen the prices moving in this zone, so you have to understand an all-time high from $54.5. This is an all-time high, and we can see a low of 45.5. Okay, the price has touched this level and a half around 54.5. So if we look at this trend, it is trying to go upside, but what you have to understand here is that from 3-4 weeks, if you look at these 4-5 weeks, we have seen the movement is vast compared to what we have seen in the recent weeks and months. Okay, if you look at the high and low of these, this candle, this candle, this candle, and like what we have seen in the recent candles. Okay, because we have not seen a vast movement compared to what we have seen in the recent 4, 5 or 8 weeks. Okay, so before I move ahead and explain you where the price of silver can go in the next week, if you have any doubts, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglab@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description, and please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a telegram link also given in the description. You can join that too. Okay, now looking at this particular chart, what we can see, the price of silver depends on a lot of factors, and there are a lot of events will be there. So you have to understand during that events, or if you want to get aware of the events, you can join my telegram. The link is given in the description in the long videos. Okay, see, look at this particular trend, that whenever there is an event is happening, what you have to do is wait 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after. In between there is an event, so what you have to do, you just avoid these 1 hour. Okay, during the event, because see, their volatility will be very high. Okay, if you have traded a wrong quantity, have not put your SL or target, you can lose your capital. Okay, if you want to trade with ease, always try to avoid the event timing. Okay, try to trade when there is less of a movement. Okay, if you want to attend the training, if you want to learn how or when to trade, you can mail me regarding that, and we'll work out on the Zoom call. Okay, so we can discuss when is the time, what strategy you should be using while trading silver. Okay, now looking at this particular chart, what we can see, first I'll show you a dollar index chart. Dollar index has not moved above a level of $100. Okay, what we have seen in the news nowadays, that the gold what is accumulated in the US is trying to, as the news says, that there is a probability that the gold reserve can be reduced. Okay, so there is a probability that dollar index can weaken. Okay, and probability can be high, as we have seen dollar index and silver are inversely related to each other. So when the dollar index started moving further low, okay, started going below a level of 99.7, because this pattern is supporting a downside. So if the price started going below a level of $98.7, chances are very high we can see it can move further down towards 96.9, and then a further low can be seen. Till the time is not going above $100, we can see there will be an upside. So once started sustaining above this level and sustain above 100, we can see there can be a rise in the price of dollar index. That is where we can see the silver price can come down, because they are inversely related. This is what we have seen in the recent years and months. Now there is a continuous upside, so let's see if the price sustain. See, you have to understand resistance support plays an important role, because when resistance from a bounce back comes from that level, or a profit booking comes. Okay, or as a support we can see a bounce back, or If didn't bounce back, a downfall comes. This is what we have seen mostly. Suppose if the price sustain this level, we can see the price can move towards next level, that is very close to it, and we can see it can touch a level of $54.2. Okay, so if the price sustain above this level, because this will be a resistance one, and if that sustain, we can see it will cross above level of 54.4, which is on a higher side. Yes, it will cross this particular level because is already being tested, so the price can move further upside, and chances are very high the price can go further high and it can touch a level of 54.8, and if that sustain, we can see a level of $55.2, and then to a level of 55.5, then to a level of 56. What best you have to do is you have to trail your SL. If you are trailing your SL by 0.5, you can at least capture a higher movement towards an upside by trailing your SL by $0.5. Okay, and what I meant by 0.5, that suppose if you bought at around $53.5, and once the price of silver moves to 54.5, the SL at this time is, but when the price started reaching above this level, your SL will be 54. Okay, understood. Now coming back, suppose if the price started coming down, see the dollar index is below a level of $100 now, but suppose if started rising, there can be a probability that silver price can come down, because we have seen job data is coming, okay, in December, as well as CPI data is coming, okay, and rate cut can be there, so probability can be high, because see, probability, if the rate cuts, there is a higher chances that it can go further upside. Okay, so what we can see, suppose if the price sustain above this level, you have to understand, if it keep moving up 54.2, we can see there will be an upside movement, and a probability of crossing a level of 54.5 will be there, and then it can move towards 55 to a level of 55.5 to a level of 56. But suppose if the price started coming down, we can see it can come down towards a level of $52.7. Okay, and if it started going below that particular level, chance of touching 52.4 will be there. Okay, and if the price falling below that particular level, we can see the price will fall below a level of 52.4, and it can move towards $51.3. Okay, and once started going below a level of 51.3, chances are very high we can see the price will go further down, and yes, after that the probability will be very high, we can see a level of $50.3. This is what we can see these are the levels. So trail your SLY $0.3 or 0.5, mostly by 0.5, because it is a weekly chart. So if the price started falling below this particular level around $50.3, we can see it can come down towards 49.3, and from this level a bounce back can be seen. But if that didn't bounce back, we can see there can be a further downfall. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail IDs also in the description. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel,